Deck is a dread creation. Part 3. I'm sorry, I'll stop doing that. So, that's Deku was sleeping on the couch. And Juno and Momo are getting used to the time in there because they are saying that it's weird for them not to age or anything in there. Because time's different there. Deku's like saying a day is like a year. Because he can change the year, so they've been there for a year, and they've gotten used to it. They've gotten used to Deku not being really hostile. But then that's when Deku says, "I'll let you girls go." And both of them said, "What? Why?" Deku says, "Do you want to go or not? This is the only option you have. However, one of my creations, Golden Freddy, is going to be a close eye on you. Probably be your, like, bodyguard. If someone you tell tries to tell about me or your little, my secret." Juno and Momo are like, "Fine." Deku decides, "You have my permission to leave." As they both leave the door, Erie's like, "Where are they going, Papa?" Deku's like, "Oh, Eri, they're just going somewhere, okay? They're just going back home." Erie's like, "But Papa, I want to be with you." No, it's not been a year. It's just been it's been a week. I'm saying, yeah, it's a week. And they're like saying like, and Deku's like gives them a reason. Says, "Aries been notice that you guys have been more sad lately, so I'm letting you go free. Not without my greatest creation, Golden Freddy." They're saying like, "What does he do?" Deku says, "Why would I tell you?" And Deku's like smiling like, "Did you really think that I would actually let you go scot-free without getting information? And by the way, Golden Freddy is set to kill you two if you tell anyone about my weaknesses and strengths." They're like, "Fine." Momo's like, Momo's like, "Max, you're gonna be free. Max, you're gonna be free." Juno's like, Okay. So after Momo cuts out of the void, they're like, popped right in front of UA, and the school and one of the teachers saw this, and it was midnight. She rushes over to him and saying, "Are you okay, you two? Do you know where he is? Are you okay, you two? Did he hurt you anyway?" Both saying, "No, he didn't." And that's when they about to say like, "Well, we did learn." They felt like a sudden chill behind their backs. When they looked behind them, it was Golden Freddy's. Like he said, like, "Don't tell." And that's when both of them shut up, like saying, like, "We can't tell you." And both of them said, and Min's like, "Okay, but here, you're gonna be closely guarded, okay?" Both of them said yes. As Deku decides to say to Eri, like, "Hey, Eri, do you want to go out for a bit?" Because that was, like, they were dropped off about, like, a month ago. And for Deku, that's just, like, a day ago in there, because he can change the time. Juno and Momo start feeling weird, beginning to age. Like, not rapidly, but they're like saying it's kind of weird that they're beginning aging. Like, they're talking about how Deku's, like, space can help a normal person's age. Sorry guys, I'm being quiet because my parents are sleeping. I don't want to wake them up. So, yeah. And plus, I really want to go to the bathroom, guys, so, yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, I'm just gonna go back in my room right now, so, yeah, here we are. Hey guys, what did I miss? I just gotta see this. Yep, okay, everything's working. My mic kinda cut out there for a minute. Okay, so. Sorry about the guys, I keep doing that by. Like, is it now? Really is at. Wait, okay, I'll stop. Anyway, Deku decides to say, Eri, let's go outside for a bit. Eri's like, okay, Papa. Deku grabs Eri, but Deku says, Eri, let's go on my back. Eri does so. Deku and Eri have been walking in public, but Deku has like a different kind of. He's using his old face. And Momo, because remember, Momo and Juno can't describe his face, because if they describe it, they are going to be killed by Golden Freddy. As Deku seems to think about the thoughts that what he's going to do with them, I'll just say it's kind of lean thought. He's like, Or he's like, Papa, what are you thinking? Deku's like, nothing, sweetie. I'm just thinking about those two people you asked me to set free. And yes, Eri asked Deku just to set them free. So, yep. As Deku began to say, like, something was in my mouth. Sorry about that. As Deku begins to say, like, Eri, do you want to go to the candy shop? And he says, yes, Papa. Can I go to the candy shop? Deku's like, I just said, should we go? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Deku seems to, like, give Eri a piggyback ride. And everyone in the public saying, oh, what a good father. That's where Overhaul sees Deku. Overhaul sees Deku. He's like, that's the man who killed that's the man who took Eri. So, once I get her, I won't be low on rewind quirks or anymore. As Deku begins to say, like, Eri, let's go to, Deku, take some money off random people going by. As Deku's going by, he hits Oraka, and Oraka looks at his face, and she says, man, that guy's face looks like he's been through a lot of trauma. Deku's like, if only she knew. Deku told one of his nightmares to grab Oraka later, and that nightmare would be Bonnie, but when Oraka went back home. And yes, the USJ attack's gonna happen soon. As Deku begins to say that everything in his eyes are just playthings. But he doesn't think of Eri that way. He just thinks of her as his daughter. Eri gets the candy, licking a lollipop, and Deku seems to say to Eri, like, Eri, I think it's time to go home. Eri's like, okay. Overhaul, like, go home. Where's home? Deku seems to use a alleyway, and then says darkness. Says, Eri, ready, Eri? 3, 2, 1. The darkness. Now Deku's in the darkness. And Eri says, we're home. Overhaul looks at the hall in the alleyway. It's just nothing but smoke. Black smoke. And Overhaul's like, what kind of quirk is that? He vanishes in thin air. He must be having a teleportation quirk. Sorry guys, I'm just really itchy today. I'm like itching right now. My leg's so itchy, dude. Sorry, guys. Not dude, I mean guys. Anyway. Okay, guys, tell me in the comment section, would you want me to make a dream thing? And this is going to be end of the video. And I'm just joking. So anyway. As Decky begins to say, like, huh, Harry, stay here for a bit. And Deku asked Springtrap to come with him and with Bonnie. And Deku asked Fredbear to watch her. Fredbear's like, okay. Fredbear walks in the room, says to Harry, like, Harry, what would you like? And he says, popcorn! Freddy seems like, say, like, oh, boss, I don't have hands. Deck says, Freddy, you can make yourself hands, remember? Deku's like, and Harry's like, Freddy's like, oh, I'm an idiot. And Deku says, Golden Freddy pops out right behind him. Golden Freddy says, yes. Did those cute girls spill anything? Almost, boss. But they didn't. I told them. Do not say anything. It's kind of funny that they're scared. Deku's like, serves them right. And did you tell Goldie? Tell this to Momo. That if she ever tells anyone, she comes back to the void for another, for more than like 2 years, 8 years, or 4. Golden phrases. Good idea, boss. Golden Freddy teleports to where they are. And that's when the room is completely black and Momo's like, what's happening? And Golden Freddy's right in front of her. Right? He's right in front of her and he says, don't tell anyone. The boss gave me orders if you told anyone, you'd go to the void for 4 years or 8. Momo's like, she's like kind of panicking. He's like, okay, I won't. Momo says, good. And Golden Freddy says, good. Golden Freddy teleports back to them. Oh wait, he was already there, but teleports back to Deku and says, the message has been delivered. Deku says, brilliant. Springtrap and Bonnie. You know that girl I said to get? They're like saying, yeah. Let's go get him. And this is during the USA attack. And of course, Momo in those months has been more stable than she was before in the Void. As Shigaraki and the villains are being defeated by, everyone, Deku, looks in to see what the villains are doing. Deku sees that Shigaraki's guy's quirk. He's gonna touch Floppy, and Deku says, I might as well make this interesting. Deku pops out one of his creations. He puts it in Shigaraki's shadow. Shigaraki touches Floppy and grabs her face, and she's like saying, why isn't my quirk working? And and he's like, someone must have a cancellation quirk. These twerps. Shigaraki decides to let him go. Just Nomu, come take care of him. The Nomu's like punch Floppy in the face. But that's when Dick says, Bonnie, grab his arm and break it. Ignited Bonnie does, so gets out of Shigaraki's shadow, breaks Nomu's arm, cancelling most of his quirks, because Deku's animatronics can cancel every type of quirk. If you have some quirks, it can be cancelled. And Shigaraki notices that, why isn't healing? And Deku also said Springtrap says, and Shingatsu's grabbing Shigaraki's neck, like, you don't get it, do you? Our boss, our little boss, our boss, Nightmare sent us. Shigaraki's like, so he's a hero. And they're like, so it's just Max. Oh, he's much worse than a hero. And he's like, what do you mean? Springtrap decides to like take off his his face mask, not just like ching like that. Deku looks at him and Deku sees make a grand entrance. Deku sees the Nomu and just says, "Bonnie, could you just break his legs?" Bonnie says, "Yes, sir." Bonnie breaks the Nomu's legs. Bloom was screaming in pain and agony. Deku decides to walk up to it, grab its brain, and he just ripped it out. The Nomu was physically now it's dead. And Deku is teeth. His whole teeth began turning into jaws, and now he's eating the brain. There's a. That's what I would describe it. I'm sorry, guys, if that was gross. I was using my teeth like this, Sorry. Anyway, Deku proceeds to say, "Hey, how long is this recording?" 16 minutes? Jesus. I really am making time, aren't I, guys? Deku decides to show Shigaraki that your normal is a failure, Shigaraki. Deku says, "Just let go of Shigaraki." Springtrap does so, and the two of his creations are on side by side with Deku. And Deku says, "Man, you are pretty weak." I'm not surprised I'm not going to join a League of Villains if you're offering, Shigaraki, because I have my own crew, and my crew's kind of better than yours. Smiling, I am. And some of them are kind of freaked out by this. And especially Kaswane and some of the villains, because they just sense fear when he smiled, they sense fear coming off of him. And that's when Deku says to say, "Man, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy ripping everyone's heads off." And yep, I'm just gonna do this for being a dick move, so no, I'm not gonna do this again. And that's when Ida got All Might's "Don't worry, I am here." Shigaraki orders a retreat, and Deku says to his creations "Just stand by." All Might's "Let's go, villain." Deku All Might All Might punches Deku, but All Might notices that fist never reached contact. Then he notices a hand grabbing All Might's fist, and it's Deku's hand. And that's when All Might knows that he's pushing All Might's fist, pushing it back towards him. And Deku says, "So," Deku sees whisper, "You can pass your quirk on to others, eh?" Interesting, All Might, very interesting. Deku says, "And 3, 2, 1." Deku releases All Might's grip to his face, but as he releases it, Deku saw someone in the quirk for the alley that can like mirror someone else's attack, use their own quirk against them. And Deku did the same thing, but All Might punched himself in the face with his own fist. Deku's like, now that I know what your power is, All Might, let's just have it at it. All Might says, that's nothing, villain. That was just one of my weaker punches. And Deku's like, oh, really then? Why did you spit out blood then? And All Might says, shut up, villain. All Might proceeds to use his, go over 100%. Deku, about to catch it, but not All Might, punches Deku's arm clean off, dislodging it, detaching it. And All Might's like, huh, so it's true. That hand was just robotic. Deku's like, that's not all that's robotic, All Might. And All Might proceeds to punch Deku in the face before he can finish talk anymore, dislodging his jaw, like I said in the other scene. And Deku's like, man, you're really getting on my nerves, All Might. Deku, with one arm, goes, straight first to punch All Might in the chest. Again. But, not in the chest. All Might, covers his chest. Deku says, that's not what I was aiming for, All Might. It was your back. Deku punches Deku punches All Might's back. Almost cracking it completely. A fractured, his skeletal system, or his spine is completely cracked. And almost saying, damn. Always struggling to get up, because if he uses his quirk anymore, his back will snap, and he probably won't be able to walk again. And that's when the heroes arrive, and Sniper shot Deku straight in the eye. And Deku said, you really are pissing me off, heroes. Deku seems to say creations, handle them while I get my parts. As some of them Springtrap's the most strongest, he's taking care of him. All Might's says you villain. All Might tries to go in for a punch, but he gets punched by Bonnie in the face into a wall. And Bonnie's like, you're not that strong, buddy. And Deku says to Bonnie, come, Bonnie, go get my arm while I go get my jaw. Bonnie says, you got it, boss. Bonnie teleports away to get Deku's arm. And then Juno tries to jack into Bonnie's system. Bonnie's like, oh, you really are getting on my nerves, lady. The boss wants his arm back, so I appreciate if you can lock off. Juno says, fine. She backs down. Bonnie teleports to Deku. Deku picks up his jaw, slides it back into place, and becomes human again. And Deku decides to make a new mask. The mask that he's wearing right now. It's the mask that he's wearing, but that mouth line has been completely broken, but Deku decides to repair it finally. And Deku proceeds to say, thanks, Bonnie. Bonnie hands Deku's arm. Deku attaches it to his arm, and darkness beats surrounding it. And Snipey says to Deku, where do you think you're going, buddy? I can snipe you all day. Deku's like, huh, you can snipe me, but not without your quirk being cancelled. Deku just snaps his fingers, and everyone's quirks is disabled, because Deku has been working on Springtrap for the past few, since that day, for the past year, in his void area. And Harry's been there for like a year as well. And she has grown there. Deku's only permitting her to grow. Because Deku has the power to tell the void what to do and what not to do. However, Deku kind of stopped her aging at the very... But she's still 5 in there because time's different. But anyway, Deku proceeds to say to all of the heroes, like, so yeah, heroes, it's been fun, but it's kind of, I don't know, pathetic. Deku proceeds to teleport away. So does Springtrap. Springtrap says to them, next time you mess with the boss, I'll have your heads on my wall. And Bonnie says goodbye. Bonnie teleports away. And they're all now in the void, but Deku is still pissed off that he lost an eye. But the eye can easily be healed. And guys like saying, wait, why isn't Deku's eye healing? Because I'm saying that Snipey's eye like hit one of its circuits. Like Deku's like, I don't know, sensitive servos. That, yeah, I'm saying that he puts an eye patch on. And Aries says, you look cool with that eye patch, Dad. And Deku's like, oh, you really think so? He's like, yeah. And Dick is like, very well then. Deku sees to say, this is the end of the video. Oh, and I'm sorry guys, I'm just kidding, It'd be so funny if you just said that. I actually have to check how much time there is. Oh shit, so I'm ending the video here, so I'm sorry guys. I'm a bit tired today, so I'll upload like later on, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.